How to get around Bangkok. First, there are a few things that you need to know. Taxis are usually cheaper if you got 2 people or more. But taxis are almost useless during rush hour, between 4 and 9 p.m. Use a combination of Motorbike Taxi, BTS, and MRT during rush hour, if you're in a rush. Negotiate. Taxis should always put the meter on. Don't get in if they refuse to put it on. Always ask for the price before you jump on a motorbike taxi or a Tuk Tuk. My tips: most of the time, Google Maps is really optimistic about the duration of the trip. Don't really plan according to it, especially during rush hour. 1. Taxi. Taxis are by far the most convenient, cheapest, and most comfortable way to get around Bangkok. Taxis that have the light on at the front are available and you can wave at them. Always make sure they put the meter on. Don't negotiate any price, unless you're in a rush. If they tell you a price and refuse to put the meter, close the door and wait for the next one. Now, if you don't want to deal with taxis in the street, or have a hard time to explain where you go, you can use Grab Taxi, the local version of Uber. My tips: always walk away from tourist areas, clubs, and hotels and stop a taxi that is on the road. 99% of the time, the one that waits in front of the places full of tourists will try to rip you off. 2. BTS MRT. The BTS, also called Skitran, is the main transport system in Bangkok. Really convenient, clean, and fast. It's worth a ride and it's often the fastest way to get around the city center. But if you got a group, it will often cost you more to take the BTS than to share a taxi. The same goes for the MRT, Bangkok Metro system. 3. Moto Taxi. Motorbike taxis are not the safest way to get around, but they're the best way to cover short distances and to get to the nearest BTS station. Prices to common destinations are listed where the guys are, but in Thai. So ask for the price before you get on it, or you might have a surprise when you arrive at the destination. 4. Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuks are not the cheapest way to get around, but they're the most iconic and fun. Negotiate first, and don't forget to take pictures. Oh, and remember that you can easily fit 5-6 people or more. My personal record is 8, if you beat it, please send me a pic. Common scams in Bangkok. Taxi scams. The number 1 is the taxi scam we talked about before. They should always put the meter on, it's not an option, so always make sure they do before you jump in. Another common one from taxis is to tell you the place you want to go to is closed and they can take you somewhere else. Rely on Google Maps for opening hours. Usually, they're just trying to take you somewhere where they get commissions. Tourist prices. That's not a Thai thing, and that's common if you travel a lot. Always negotiate, especially for whatever you buy in the street. A lot of places don't have signs with prices, so they can charge whatever they want. You will also see double prices in some places, one for Thais and one for foreigners. You can complain about it, but that's how it is, roll with it. Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to stop missing out on future videos and fantastic information.